Quick rundown of my application for Magic Eden API Hackathon analytics sections. The overall concept is to try to classify the type of seller of an NFT collection by answering three questions. How long did it take for the NFT to be sold? Try to classify what type of seller it is. Is it a real short-term trader, a scalper, someone that's hold for less than 14 days, or a holder? And was the sale to profit or loss? The current NFT, Solana NFT analytics tool available are mostly focused on basic metrics, like they are trying to track the floor price and the number of listing and number of holders, but that doesn't give that much insight. So the solution I'm proposing for this hackathon is to try to model the data differently, enable to extract more rich information. But most importantly, two key metrics: total raised profit and profit per sale. Total realized profit, subtract the amount from the current sale from the previous sale in order to see the profit on it. And if there wasn't a previous sale, just use the min price as a reference. The number can also be a negative if the collection didn't bring enough value for the users. So on the same logic, we also calculate the time difference between the sale. So how long did it take in number of hours between the two sales? So by combining those two metrics, we're able to classify 6 types of sellers. So for a very short-term trader, less than 24 hours, where they paper hand or where they scalper in profit. For a mid-term trader from 14 days to 24 hours, where they profitable trader or did they regret their investment and sold at a loss. And long-term holders, the last group, are they OGs in profit or did they capitulate after 14 days? And the 14 days number is quite arbitrary since the NFT sector is quite young, but we can get a more data-driven approach later. So by using this type of segment, we can have a clearer view of the current state of an NFT collection. Are the sellers, all the sellers in profit and a bit euphoric, or are they having regrets and there are more OGs selling at a loss? Like you can see for this project, more red near the end mean more long-term believer that are selling at a loss. How is it done? The data was collected using the collection activity API method. Only problem with this method is that it's limited to 600 items. So in order to get historical data, I used an RPC method from the front end from Magic Eden. And it just used once for historical data, but for updating, we use the previous method since it's more reliable. The ETL is done with Python using pandas. A more robust way can be done using a window function on SQL. And basically, most of the ETL is done this in order to calculate the difference between the previous sale price and the previous sale price timestamp. For rapid prototyping, I used Google Dashboard Studio. This was done in like 2 days. But at a later stage, I will add a front end for this. So quick demo for the dashboard. You can have access to it on the application page. So if we take, for example, a shadowy supercolor, since have more data, it's more interesting to see. And you can see the change in momentum after the hype dies down. And you can see like the number of sales per day that are at a loss. From the beginning, everything looks green, everyone is in profit, everyone is euphoric. But when the downturn starts, you can see more people selling at a loss. This is the aggregated metric to see how much people And yeah, this is a more visual side of it. And you can see near the end, it's mostly people that held more than 14 hours, 14 days that are start to selling here. We can look for, this is a more interesting one too, mushy heads. As you can see, a lot of people profit on the first few days. Um, so you can see mostly short-term traders that took profit, and we are starting to see some capitulation from long-term holders, and this can give you a good sometimes bottom indication when most of the sale are done by people in pain, um, and could identify good opportunity during accumulation. On the next phase of this dashboard, I will focus more on what type, who is the buyer of the collection, not only who is selling. So thank you.